Tenet 4. Now is the only moment that exists. If a frog jumps halfway to a wall, then jumps halfway to the wall again, and every jump thereafter forever, the frog will never get to the wall. The past does not exist anymore. The future does not exist yet. When the future comes into existence, it is called now and then immediately becomes the past. That is the reason that we cannot travel into the past. Once a change has occurred, it cannot recur. Theoretically, we do have an ability to see what happened yesterday. All we need to do is catch up to the light that travels from the planet and look at the light pattern. We would not be in the past, we would be in the now looking at patterns from yesterday, and we could only see them if we were a light day away. The planet would be in the same moment that we are in and a day ahead of what we are looking at. Like when you are at a baseball field and the sound from the ball contacting the bat takes a while to travel to your ears. You know that the ball was just hit a moment ago because you saw it. The sound waves started at the same moment of impact and traveled much slower than the light that was reflected to your eyes at the moment of impact. Light travels very fast. If you could travel a light day away and knew that someone would hit a ball at 12 o'clock p.m., you would see that hit in 24 hours, and the sound would come much, much later. For all you physicists, send me the answer. I may figure it out before you get it to me, but send it to me anyway. The only moment that exists is now. Yesterday, you were. Right now, you are. Tomorrow, you will be. Try to go back. Study how others have tried. Afterward, you will realize the futility of such efforts. Unfortunately, it is impossible to right any of the things that you wrongfully regret. Traveling into the future is a bit different. Our perception of time allows us to think that we are traveling into the future. We can travel the universe in ways that allow us to go away from the planet for a year and come back to find that the Earth experienced 2 years. Our watch will say that a year passed. I have not done enough research to know exactly how this works, but it is not my point. At every moment that you are gone, you are changing slower than you did on Earth, and so is your watch. Every moment is still now, but your perception of your rate of change relative to the planet and your previous state tells you that you are only a year older while your family is 2 years older. When you return, 2 years of work has been done. While away from the planet, your rate of change was different than it was on Earth. For every 1 second that you experience, the Earth experiences 2. Your second is actually just as long as 2 seconds on Earth. You were not traveling into the future any differently than we already do. You simply missed 2 years of the planet's annual cycles of change. In my studies of philosophy and physics, time was something that I needed to understand better. I went to all my professors in philosophy and others and asked them what time was. The answers that I received were inadequate, convoluted, and more complex than I felt they needed to be as I researched each of them. After reading up and studying the subject, I came up with a very simple answer. I will spare you the speculation of philosophers and physicists. Just to be clear, time is not a thing. Time is a concept that we made up as a way to measure all the changes that we witness. It takes the Earth 24 hours to rotate one time. 24 hours is the measurement, just like a ruler measures the length of something and is not that thing. So time is a measurement of some type of change. Time, as we have come to know it, is based on the changes of the Earth, Sun, and Moon. Change is what the universe does. We use time to measure changes that are and are not currently occurring. For example, right now is not 24 hours, nor is right now a year. In fact, we have a very difficult time measuring now, as you will come to understand very soon unless you put this book down or stop listening to the audio and come back to it many, many nows from now. The past does not exist, nor was there a beginning. The understanding of the causal chain may help you. For an event to occur, some event must cause it. Further, for example, an event must cause the causing event, and so on. We are here as a result of an infinite past, and all energy in the universe is subject to an infinite future, for events will never cease to cause events. The future does not exist either. What is done is done. What will be done will be done. In case you're wondering, it has been determined that we are aware of our own will at all. And yes, we are part of the causal chain. There is only one moment that does exist, a moment that is infinitely divisible. Now. This moment, after its brief occurrence, can never exist again. All matter in the universe changes at this same moment. Now.